models are ready to go. Green flag here at the Fairbury Speedway. This should go all the way green, I believe, with the 5 late models we have here tonight, as Timothy Messer Jr. in the number 32. It's the first event, B34. It usually happens that way. We'll get a couple more later this afternoon as the day goes on. So it's going to be all the number 32 of Ethan McCann is going to be your early leader. Meanwhile, Daniel Betts in that number 10 ride. You got the number 22 on Thomas Davis in that brand new number 22 machine. Rolled the bottom. You got the number 32 of Timothy Messer trying to get the outside lane going, as Thomas Davis was able to roll the hot bottom in the middle of 3 and 4. He'll take that third spot away. As racing continues here for these 525s, Ethan McCann is the number 32 machine, still going to be the leader of this one, as you got about 5 out of 50. It's not going to take that long. This thing goes all the way green. We got Lima Land Motorsports Park coming up next for our 525s. As the number 32 of Ethan McCann rolls the hot bottom. Meanwhile, the number 10 rider, Daniel Betts, on the outside. As Thomas in the 22, and then you got the 32 of Mr. Timothy Messer Jr., the real-life driver down south, as he's going to try to work the inside. Thomas Davis on the outside. Still great racing as they're side by side, door to door, man. It's going to be for the third spot. As the 22 of Thomas Davis back to the outside. Messer to the inside. Good run down to the backstretch. Not able to get the power down in the backstretch, but hey, you know, the 32 of Messer got the guy down right back in the 3 and 4, as we got 2 lanes of action so far here with the Fairbury Speedway. You got the number 10 ride trying to do anything he can. That's Chase Stiers, as he all but banged the whole right rear quarter panel in the wall, but hey, 9 out of 50. Pretty much clean and green so far here on the Fairbury Speedway, as the number 12 machine of Ethan McCann still leads. Daniel Betts been trying to find other ways to get some speed built up and maybe be able to get around him as this race continues on. Tire wear is a slight factor in these 525s. We took about 110 pounds of weight out of the race cars and gave them 10% more horsepower. I believe we did the math. It's about 770 horsepower for these pro late models, and they weigh about 2140 here on iRacing this afternoon. That's why I call them about the 525. So as Timothy Messer Jr. is trying to do something, trying to get the outside lane rolling so far. 12 out of 50, about single file, nose to tail. If you guys want to know what it's like to get around the Fairbury Speedway, here you go. I'll tell you what, he is screaming that car, and Chase Hall, I appreciate the apology, but it's not dismiss the fact of what happened on the Speedway. As the number 32 of Ethan McCann is still going to be the leader, 16 out of 50 in this one, as the battle for the second spot between Daniel Betts and number 10 and the number 22 of Thomas Davis. As Davis starting to reel in that number 10 machine, running 12:01.8 at this time. Timothy Messer Jr. back there, somebody said his wrap looking really nice in that number 32 machine, as the battle for second is starting to get a little better, as the 22 of Davis on the inside, down on the back stretch, will go door to door, man. Betts still a little bit better on the outside of the Speedway. So as it's going to be the 22 of Thomas Davis able to roll down off of turn number 2, as he's going to continue to try to work to the bottom side. It ain't quite working at this time. Daniel Betts has made a big mistake off of turn number 4. That's going to open the door for Davis, as Davis is going to be able to roll through the middle in turn 1 and 2. Down to the backstretch they go, as the 10 of Betts back to the outside. Slide job, pushes tight, and Daniel Betts on the brake binder, then to get right back to the inside and then hold on to that second spot. As Thomas Davis gets a good run back down to the backstretch again, they're going to go door to door. What a good race here for second, as it's going to be Thomas Davis back to the inside. Daniel Betts also back to the outside of the Speedway, as we get about 22 out of 54, these 525s. And it's still a pretty good race here this afternoon, as Thomas Davis going to get pushed tight, hits the berms, gets on the brake pedal. What a save! Ethan McCann is just driving away with this one, running 12.251, while second and third are a little bit faster, as the number 10 of Daniel Betts ran after all that battle. Looking for that last lap time of 12.188. So far, the leader's running a 12.128. As the battle for second continues on, it's halfway to go. Going to be this time high. Still halfway to go as Chase steers in a number 10 machine. Maybe some lap down traffic here this afternoon as the number 32 of the McCann has been slow and steady on the bottom side. As we get a ride on board with Ethan McCann, you got it. You can listen in. Woo-hoo! That thing's starting to become a handful out there. Holy cow. He's went to the outside shelf, and he's really getting that car really sideways off of the corners as Daniel Benson at number 10 ride to be the number 22 of Thomas Davis. We got about 20 to go. I think you're right, but so far it's moved to the outside, banging the right rear quarter panels off the wall. Again, we only had 5 cars making the start, but that's okay. We'll go to Lyman Land Sports Park next here for these 525s. Again, if you want to join us, please do, as the 32 is starting to mess up a little bit. As soon as he went to the outside shelf, that car has gotten way loose and kind of out of control for him as he continues to bang the right rear quarter panel off the wall, but he's still making some speed as well, as the number 10 is going to be Daniel Betts. He's got the whole right side quarter panel on that car all beat up. Meanwhile, the number 22, Thomas Davis, going to try to work that inside shelf once again. 18 to go for these 525s. I wonder if the tires are starting to warm up on these guys a little bit because of the extra 50 laps that has been constantly green, as Ethan McCandless and Daniel Betts ran the same lap time. Thomas Davis, in that number 22 machine, ran a 12.351. So Thomas Davis might have found some speed somewhere on this speedway, as Ethan McCandless ran a 12.385. So Davis is definitely faster than the 10 of Betts, as Davis continues trying to do something in that number 22. As we get about 15 to go. Sniper Agency, thank you for the follows. These guys are continuing to roll right through the middle of 3 and 4 once again, as Thomas Davis is right there, but just does not have enough to get around the 10 of Mr. Betts. Things are going to get a little spicy between the two, I think, here momentarily, so we got about 14 to go. Ethan McCandless has gone and all by himself, as the 10 machine of Betts is in the wall once again, as Thomas Davis doing a really good job staying out of the number 10, as they're going to go down to the backstretch. Here we go. Big slider maybe in 3 and 4. Now, Davis going to roll it right through the middle this time once again, as it's going to be Betts back to the outside. 12 yet to go, man, and these guys are putting on one heck of a show. Pretty clean racing here on the iRacing World. Justin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. As we got about 11 to go, and there's Thomas Davis hitting that inside bump, making it work, though, as he's going to tuck in right behind Daniel Betts once again. Still side by side off of turn number 2, as it's going to be Thomas Davis back to the inside. You got the number 10 of Betts there. He hits that bump, able to hang on to that race car with 10 to go. Hey, Breeze this Beast, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the channel as we continue on. Number 22 of Thomas Davis, just all over the back bumper of the number 10 of Daniel Betts. That's a battle for the second spot, as Thomas is just being really, really patient here. As he's going to get off of turn number 2, Daniel Betts getting that momentum off of 2. It's just a little bit better up there right now at this time. Still, it's a heck of a battle. Davis and the 10 of Betts are still going at it for the second spot. As Thomas Davis is going to kill the outside wall there a little bit. Thankfully, no damage on the right side of that race car as they continue on rolling. Okay, Turner, you know the Ironman series? You know the Ironman series? That Ironman Super Late Model series? Go look at the rule book for the 525s. They run. Oh, man, what a save. Go look at the rule book for 525s in the Ironman series. They're open engines. Four to go. As Daniel Betts, that number 10 machine, is going to throw that slide job in 1 and 2, as the number 22 of Thomas Davis got real racy with them. As they continue on, we got more races. Yes, sir, Ryan Blair. 3 to go. Those open 25s are just as fast as a 358 all but to a super late model. 2 to go. What a battle for the second. I'm just saying, they're 770. I ain't calling them steel blocks. Well, I could call them steel blocks. As Chase Sears in the 10 has decided to wreck his race car, so we'll call them steel blocks then. As it'll go to Ethan McCannis. He will get it done in that number 32 machine. As the battle for the second and third spots, finally going to go to Thomas Dave with that number 22. With the number 10, that'll be Timothy Mesmer Jr.